Now I'm in Animate, I have a saved file. I can, now that I've got all the copied layered artwork from Illustrator, I can purely do a paste. That will bring up this. Make sure that import settings and everything are applied. And then I can get that. Now, because we've grouped all the elements within each layer in Illustrator, they'll come out like that, and that's what we want. I can even highlight all of it, right-click, and distribute to layers, and I can do loads of things like that. I can go backwards, I'll undo, and I can right-click and distribute to keyframes. So I can do lots of stuff with layered Illustrator files. But what is probably better for what I want, and I'll just delete that, is to actually import to Stage, select the actual Illustrator file. By default, it'll show all the layers. You want Convert Layers to Animate Layers. Import, and you'll see that it's all named and all set up already for you, so that's much better. So when we select everything, and we can resize it all, I can go to Free Transform, I can resize everything, and we are set. Now, because everything's grouped, I can then go in and click on each frame here, which is in each layer, and I can go to Modify, Convert to Symbol, and then fill up the library with a symbol of each of these pieces. So, body back, convert to symbol, call it body back, and then just keep going. So the shortcut was F8, so bottom leg, etc., foot, and you just keep going. So I'll do a few of these. Right, what's that? Top leg, knee, F8, knee, etc., etc. So as I'm going, you can see that over here it's getting filled up with all of these pieces, and that's what we want, all named correctly. So we've got body left there, body right, body back, so body left. All right, neck. So very simple. Hair right, head, might as well do the lot. Normally I'd do this in fast forward, but this is okay. That could be named better, but that's okay. And arm top. All right, so that's all the pieces, all in place, all ready to go. Now, what we need to do is we need to go through each of these pieces, select Free Transform for each of them, and really think about where each of them is going to move from. So, for example, foot would move from, say, there. So that anytime we copy this piece going forwards, the registration point, the movable or rotation point, the registration point is always at that place. So yeah, so you can go through, do whatever, but make sure you move those registration points. Yeah, let's move some of these things around. All right, so because that piece is there, the registration point could probably be there. Yeah, that'll be in the middle, okay. This one, because I said we were going to pivot from there. Okay. This would be at the top. This probably the middle. Might just pull that up top for now. We'll see what we need. So we've got this here. we've got that at the top, got that in the middle. The knee could probably be brought into one part of that leg, but that's okay. The back, I think that's going to be interesting. Maybe I will put it into the leg group or something like that, but we'll worry about that later. The neck, certainly down here, etc. The head would go from the neck. This I wouldn't worry about because I'll just lock it to the head, but certainly something like this, where you can get a little bit of movement there. Okay, I'll put there, and the eyes are fine because they'll be centered. So you now have all of those pieces set up. You've got all your layers, you've got all your symbols, you've got all the pieces where the registration points have been moved. We can always move them later, but generally it's always nice to get them all set up. They seem to be okay. Then we can look at classic tweens to move all these pieces.